Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more of the Let's Build Society of Wolves. We made it, we made it. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. We did it, everybody. Another episode. Oh, gosh. I will explain. It's been a little while, hasn't it? I appreciate nothing more than your patience on this. It has taken me some time, and I'll explain why. First of all, you know, Jay, a lot of people have been bugging Jay, and I would suggest stop bugging Jay. He's been on a little vacation, and that has ended today. So he's going to be starting streaming again, and he's going to get back to recording and whatnot. So his thing is going to pick up again real soon. So don't you worry, all right? But ooh, it's hot in here. I get it. Y'all been wondering, B-dubs, where is it? Here it is. It's here. I've done some things. First of all, I discovered andesite. This is not andesite. This is andesite. This is andesite. Makes for a fine road out here. A much better blend. Isn't it? This is just very... it just stands out way too much, and it doesn't work well with the clay. This does. This works much, much better. The problem is that there's no half slab for this. So that's kind of going to be something we'll have to compromise on. As of right now, I'm kind of laying this out and thinking that this might work. Possibly. I could jump into the texture pack a little bit and try to edit the cobblestone out. Maybe. And try to force that to work. But either way, roads are going to get changed to this. I think this looks way, way better. Today, I've spent several hours in this world, and I've spent several hours off camera as well. You may see some little changes here and there just over the past week or so. Obviously, the holidays were the first thing that kind of threw things off a little bit, threw the schedule off, and I've been prioritizing building with BOO and Crewcraft and wanting to make sure you guys get that stuff. And this, unfortunately, took a little hit because of that. But check it out. Okay? There is the castle. And I've been working on it like crazy. I just added something to it that I'm not really in love with. It may take some editing. You see that little flag holder thing way up there? I was trying... I had an idea that's not really working out so great. But I've done just a lot of work on that to try to start getting past. This is where my biggest problem was. I started this castle. You all saw that last episode. And I got to that point to where I was feeling I was really in over my head. Because I was like, what do you do with something so large? A building so large like this? Oh, Jay's streaming right now. Beautiful. But yeah, what do you do with a building so large like this? How do you do this? And I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. It's just taking a lot of hours of just really toying with it, trying different things, breaking different, you know, the World Edit helps a lot. I'll say that much. World Edit helps so much because you can move walls. Something that I realized after the fact, a lot of these buildings have more of a cone shape where they start big on the bottom and shrink near the middle, and some of them expand out on the top again. That's kind of the look around here, and I thought that needs to be implemented in the castle, so I did try to do that more so, and I think it looks much, much better. So let's go in for a closer look. Take a little closer look at what we've got here. So as you can see, some of these walls, I've bumped them out more. And this is that guy that I'm not so proud of. It looks kind of just like devil horns. It's trying a little too hard, in my opinion. Oh, and I changed those to stairs, and that broke. But check this out. I think this is pretty cool. This is a little lava tower with some fire on top. Kind of like a beacon, almost. A beacon, but maybe there's... You know, we've got the volcano worship, and this is placed right on top of a volcano. Maybe I could work out some sort of pumping system, and maybe this provides some sort of power for the city or for the castle. Possibly. Could be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. As far as as far as last episode, the majority of what I've done here is a lot of detail work. And detail work is where it gets very, very difficult. What you have to do is you have to just set in your mind, you have to get very determined, and you have to say, okay, don't look at the whole thing and say, how am I going to detail this whole thing? Go to this tower, go to this section, say, how am I going to detail this section right here? And then work it out. And then with World Edit, it's very easy just to copy it to each side, right? And then you move up and you say, how am I going to detail this section? You do that, move on, boom. Now, the nice thing about a castle of this size is that you don't have to do that everywhere. You can get away, like when I showed you this section, you can get away with this. I probably will do some sort of detailing here, but you can get away with bigger sections that aren't as detailed because it's so massive. Like this wall in here, undetailed. It's almost essential to have areas that are undetailed because it makes the detailed areas pop out even more. So, I like it. I think it's good. But as I'm working on this, I'm thinking, right? You start a castle, and it really does look nice. Like from a view like this, we get that top tower worked out. This is going to look really, really, really nice. You start a castle, how do you go up from there? I like to escalate throughout the series and keep improving. What? I'm going to do castle, and then next one I'm going to do casino, gambling hall. Hey, stop talking, Twitter phone. Stop. You know, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You're going to, well, I mean, maybe I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to, but there will be a little bit of a decrescendo. We're going to go down as far as, I mean, building a castle is kind of a climax, you know. I was thinking we could work on the wall, but that's not going to take too much detail. You know, that front gate will be something. Work on the towers a little bit, but there's not going to be a whole lot of detail going into that wall. But what I think I am going to do is, let's look at this city from over, give it a good overall. Okay? Now, this is cool, right? This is cool. I like it, but I think it needs more. It needs more. We need more buildings. We need to pack in more buildings around the sides. Let's get a little pointer going here. We need to pack in buildings over here, wrap them, make them go around here, kind of up the mountain a little bit, up the wall, or towards the wall. We just need more houses and more buildings. I think that's going to be very, very important for this area, and it's going to help make it look more realistic, I think. We've got that castle there, but it's really kind of standing out on its own and not in a good way. I don't think it looks very great. I'm not loving how it's just all by itself up there. So I want to kind of build this city up towards that area. So that shouldn't be terrible, I don't think. I'll get as much as I can done. I mainly need to just continue some roads, figure out how the roads are going to go, and then just get the houses in. And that'll really, really help things out quite a bit, I would imagine. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that now, and I'll come back with you in a little bit, and we'll see how we feel about things. It makes our heart feel good. All right, ladies and gents, I've made quite some progress, quite a lot of progress, and I like it. I think what it's doing, it's kind of subtle in what it's doing and what's happening. I kind of changed that little doop-de-doop thing up top a little bit. I'm almost liking it a little better. I think I can make it work. I'm almost determined at this point. I will force it to work. But I think we've done some things here that Hello? That's scary. We've done some things here that have helped a lot. I think I need to do a lot more. And here's why I'm kind of ending where I'm ending, is because I need to get this video to you. You have to have this video today. I promised on Twitter there would be a Society of Wolves today. So unfortunately, this one will be a little bit shorter. But I've actually done probably, I would say, close to 8 hours of work in this world today. So I'm sorry if it's not like, boom, there was nothing. Now here's the outline of a castle. That's not really what's happening today. Today is kind of just, I don't know. It's a lot of just filling the city out and getting a good feel. And I'm telling you, like, we're definitely getting a good feel. I did replace the majority of this road, which I think it makes the place. It's so much nicer, I think. But we're getting this feel. We're getting this feel. It's starting to work. The city's starting to come together much better with this expansion. The castle feels more ominous, way up there. If you think about people on the inside of it, it's really starting to get a good feel. I didn't replace the road here. But let's see. Do I want to fly? No, I don't want to fly just yet. I want to kind of walk around, because I haven't really done this yet myself. I've kind of just gone through and put a lot of houses in, and this is rough. I mean, it's very rough. I got to get the roads worked out and stuff, but I wanted to get the buildings in place and get my sight lines. Like, that's a great sight line right there. Isn't that a cool sight line? Whew, it's good. It's so good. But I like this. I like the way this worked out. These roads are really, they get tight in some places, and this is kind of far from the, yeah. Here's some stuff I gotta fix. But yeah, the roads are, excuse me, what a mess. What an absolute true mess this is. Give me this, fix that. Just like that, that's fancy. All right, got a back door there. But the roads are kind of a mess. I need to get them all cleaned up and worked out a little better. But there's so many views. Like, you're walking down this street, and all of a sudden, walking down this street, sorry for my whistle mouth, walk down the road, bam, castle. It's just getting a good feel. And we had it in other areas, but knowing, I mean, look at this. It's so good. It's such a good feel. Knowing that the city has expanded in such a large way is definitely adding to that feel. So now we can climb up here. We can get closer to it. The road kind of winds down through here, and we'll have this bridge going over here. It's going to be good. It's going to be very good. But let's go way back, and you'll see what I've done. It didn't feel like it when we were walking through, but look at how much the city has expanded. Right? It's good. I don't know if I want to get much closer to the castle now. I do think I want to wrap out further. I think I want to go out there further. And that's the big thing that's bothering me, is just the plain Jane mountain. I think the building's got to extend further that way. This way is not bothering me as much, but I think it'd be good to have some stuff over that way. We've got some cool things. But I stopped here because I really need, I've got a lot of houses, but I need more unique things like that. That's a very unique piece that draws the eye. That church, a unique piece. So I need more unique pieces throughout the city. I've got, you know, the potential to build the Miners Guild, the, what is it? The brothel, and the gambling hall. Those are all things that can add some unique color and structure and design. But off that way, we want to do some other things. The whole thing that we're kind of ignoring to this point is the mining. These guys are like iron, if not iron deficient, but iron efficient. And we don't really have a mine set up for them. So maybe a mine in the mountain near the castle there would be really cool. Could work out nice. But yeah, that's kind of what I'll be working on off camera. But mainly today, I just wanted to really get a lot of grind work done and out of the way and get myself re-inspired here. And it has surely happened. So even after I start the render on this video and whatnot, I'm going to get back to work in here and working on stuff for the next episode that'll be coming very soon to you. I love the inside of these beautiful little houses. It's so good. So good. But anyway, short episode today, but a lot done. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you to death. Send me pictures. Send me pictures. If you are taking inspiration from stuff like this and you are doing some building of your own or building along with me, I love seeing some of the work you guys do, because not only is it just cool to see, hey, this is influencing other people and they're getting ideas out of it, but it's also inspiration for me, because a lot of people send me ideas and stuff, and it really helps me along the way too. So I'd love to see any pictures of anything you guys are doing. But that's going to do it for today. All right. I love you guys to death. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your patience. We're back in action. And we'll see y'all in the next episode.